Breathe. I think this is the most nervous I have ever been for a video. And it's an unboxing. Unboxings are fun, and this is like a lot of just nervous excitement. I don't know why. Okay. I am so anxious. I feel like making this video makes it all real for me in a way, because I was just a couple days ago, I was planning to make a video talking about why I don't think I will ever get a Louis Vuitton bag. And I was really debating this for a long time because I didn't want anything to be misconstrued. I know a lot of people think Louis Vuitton is basic, blah, 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 and that's not it at all. Obviously, I mean, obviously it was never a problem with the brand or the aesthetic or anything like that, and maybe I'll get into that later, but for now, cue the unboxing. Okay, well, yeah, if I did what I think I was gonna do, that was the unboxing. And here is my new Montaigne BB from Louis Vuitton. My hands are shaking. I know that sounds so dramatic, but they are. I am that excited. And this was definitely an unexpected purchase. I've watched 2 videos about this bag, just 2. Emma Anders, yours was the first, and I think at the time I was still thinking like, I'll just never be able to get a Louis Vuitton bag. This bag is so, why is it sitting on my lap? I can't organize myself in this. I don't even know how to talk about these things. I'm sitting here like, why is this in my lap? Why are the handles not out? This is my beautiful new bag. The vachetta is still all bright and I can't wait for it to get worn. I'm maybe an oddball in that I think vachetta leather looks just better and better with age and spotting, discoloration, just heavy wear. I think it gets to be so beautiful with that really deep patina, even if it's uneven, even if it has watermarks. I mean, I don't want to do any real damage to it, obviously, but I just think that these bags look so classy and gorgeous when they look well loved, like it's something that this person has loved and used for years and years. They have been so hard to come by in the States. I'm not sure how it is where you are, but we've obviously had a lot of our the influx of goods has been deeply affected by the pandemic. These luxury houses haven't been getting their usual stock. They haven't been able to keep up with production. And obviously the canvas bags are so popular, especially these really simple classic styles. I also love the Noe. I love the hat box and different trunk inspired bags. But part of me was really hesitating to spend that amount of money on a Louis Vuitton bag when I spent so many years thinking, no, this isn't for me. But I love the Louis Vuitton monogram. It has such an unusual quality in that I feel like it looks good with everything. There, you know, it can be dressed up, down, it looks good with black, white, denim, just everything. I can't think of, you know, aside from my craziest patterns, I can't think of anything this won't go with. So I bought this just a couple days ago. They were so sweet to me at the Louis Vuitton store. They really, you know, they didn't make me feel silly for taking my time or being clearly very, very excited. They seemed just really excited for me and offered to take my picture and all that stuff. They in no way rushed me to pick a piece or figure out what I wanted. I told them that I was snapping my husband Ben like that whole time. I was just sending him pictures like, oh, what about this? What about this? And then I saw another essay helping a customer with this bag and putting it away. I didn't know if that customer was buying it, so I didn't want to make a big deal out of it, but I asked the lovely lady helping me, oh, do you have, is there any chance? Do you happen to have the Montaigne bag in the BB size? Because these have just been so hard to get. I know people have been panic buying with the price increases, and I mean, the stock has been hard to get anyway. She went to go look, and that customer must have put it away because she brought it over, and I knew immediately, knowing so little about this bag, I really just put it out of my mind. I know that maybe sounds funny, but it never occurred to me that I'd be able to get it. So I didn't do the deep dive on YouTube like I usually do. I didn't really scroll through Instagram pictures or try to find out everything I could about it, just because I knew I wanted my first Louis Vuitton bag to be purchased new, and I didn't think this would ever be available to me, but here it is. It has gorgeous details. I really like the open compartments. I know that won't be for everybody, but it does have this central zip where I think I would probably put my wallet. It is quite smooth to open, and it has the little lock in there. I love all the details. The empreinte leather is also just gorgeous and really nice and squishy. I like the detail, how it has this little, it has like this little bar sticking out just a little bit where you can hook the tab and put the lock, which my husband pointed out is kind of very silly because someone could easily cut this leather if they really wanted to. I mean, I suppose if people wanted to do terrible things, they could easily do it either way and get your bag, but we'll not dwell on that. But if they really wanted to cut this leather to get the lock off of it, they could. But I just think it's a really cute detail, paying homage to the luggage, and yeah, I don't know what else to say about this beauty because I'm sure it's a bag that so many people are familiar with, but to me it is so special and new. The coffee probably isn't helping with the shaky hands, but I swear this isn't just like a caffeine high. So I want to tell you a little bit about why I never expected to make this video, to make any kind of Louis Vuitton unboxing. In fact, why I was planning to make a video talking about why I was really never expecting to get any Louis Vuitton bags. Now, as I said, it is clearly not because I don't like the designs. Hello, unboxing right now. It's not because I think they're basic or not worth the price. Again, unboxing, clearly. So what it really came down to, I didn't grow up with any of this stuff around me at all. This is still very bizarre for my family to know that like I'm into this kind of thing. We don't really talk about it. They're not against it, but it's just weird to them. So even with watching like Gossip Girl growing up and Sex and the City and the things where these brands were present, I didn't even really notice them. One of the first memories I have of seeing anything like Louis Vuitton related was, it was an episode in Will and Grace, and I think Grace said something like, I can't afford Louis Vuitton, and her dog poops in it, right? Because there was like some wealthy lady with, you know, her dog in her bag. And that was what I thought of when I thought of Louis Vuitton. And the other association, the like overwhelming association that I didn't realize was so stuck in my head until I started seeing YouTube videos about Louis Vuitton. The only other exposure I had to Louis Vuitton was being really young, going to New York City with my family, and if you've been there, you'll definitely have seen this. Walking through anywhere downtown, you will see piles and piles, I mean piles of fake bags along the sidewalk. Louis Vuitton, Dior saddlebags, fake Chanel bags, piles of Louis Vuitton. And I didn't really understand this, but my parents were just, you know, they kind of just like shepherd us along, you know how it is when you're taking little kids to New York City. And that was the association I had with Louis Vuitton monogram, and seeing predominantly fakes. No one in my life had well, not even like a fake Louis Vuitton bag or a real Louis Vuitton bag. So there was really no positive reinforcement. I hope that all makes sense. And I also remember going to the boardwalk one day. We were going to the beach, and a lot of the little cheap boardwalk shops had really cheap bags inspired by the Louis Vuitton monogram, especially the multicolor, you know, it was the beautiful white with the pink and red and just all the different colors for the Louis Vuitton motif. That was the image I had attached to Louis Vuitton, and I didn't really appreciate that until I started watching YouTube, and it was Emma Anders' videos that kind of sparked that curiosity, and I started to see women that I identified with. Emma Anders, Amelia Rose's Closet, Dale's Addiction. You guys are so guilty of putting me on this path. No, but I mean, in the best way. I just started to watch their videos because I loved their videos, even though I thought, oh, well, you know, that bag's not for me. But I enjoy their content so much that I would watch the Louis Vuitton videos, and that's how the seed was planted. I started to see women I identified with, people I felt had similar interests to me, a similar aesthetic, and I loved how it looked on them, and it slowly broke this negative association that I wasn't even fully aware of that I had with the Louis Vuitton monogram. I hope that all makes sense. I know it's kind of bizarre, but I mean, if anyone can relate to it, I would love to know, so I feel less alone, because it is such a gorgeous bag, and it's not fair that the brand has to be tainted by some of these fakes. It's just, I don't like fakes. That's a whole other topic for another video, but it's a problem. We will leave it there. I'm not gonna say anything else about it, but I love this bag. I'm absolutely smitten. So if I've been talking to you about Louis Vuitton, if you've been answering my questions about canvas and the chettle leather and different shapes, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I have been looking at these bags for a good year and a half, trying to figure out the right one. It felt silly for me to spend a huge amount of money a lot of the times when I'm going store, they wouldn't have the simple styles available that I was looking for. They definitely are. I've gotten the sense when I go in store that they're trying to encourage their customers to look at their leather goods more seriously. I'm sure a lot of people go in for the monogram canvas, and I sincerely hope it is not true, these rumors that they're going to discontinue the canvas. I really hope those aren't true. I think that would be a huge loss. But you know, Louis Vuitton's not foolish. I can't believe that they're foolish. They have experts far more knowledgeable than I am in this subject, but I really hope they're never going to discontinue this. It seemed like every time I went in there, they were encouraging me to look at the leather goods, but they were never, they were always very helpful when I requested to look at the canvas pieces. So at the end of this video, I will pop up a few shots if I have them from going to the stores over the past couple years, some of the different pieces I tried on. I did get to see some of the different boxes and just like the Clooney I know I tried on. So I think I will leave this here. I will try and put in some mod shots, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye. Oh, and thank you for letting me babble and sharing my excitement. I really do appreciate it. So thank you so much, and bye-bye.
Ask the question, then you said it. Always saying things you're regretting. Can't erase the steps we've taken. Can't go back to the time and place we met. I was so upset, but you made it all better. Now it's messing with my head, yeah. We don't say goodbye the best. I still feel your ghost inside my chest. No, we didn't learn our lesson, but if you want, can we try again?